Whew. All right. I'm home from work. I picked up some Ghost on the way home, and I am ready to do absolutely nothing. Oh, I know why you're here. You're here because Respawn Recruits is back, and so am I. And I've got something really exciting to show you guys, and we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing, a teardown, and a modernization of the iPod Classic. So, as always, get comfy, and get ready, and get rad, because it's showtime. So, let's get it. What's poppin', pepperonis? It's your boy, Dr. Radical. I like to enjoy life one slice at a time, and I hope you do too. As mentioned, in today's video, we are going to be modernizing the iPod Classic just a little bit. Maybe in another video, we'll do some more mods, but today we're going to be focused on the teardown, battery replacement, and a few internal modifications that we can do. But you're probably asking yourself, Doc, why would you buy an iPod Classic? I've had this for a little while, and I got it from a yard sale for a ridiculous price. I couldn't pass up on it. It powered on at the time, and it still powers on to this day, but it needs a little bit of love. With whatever's in this box, we can answer some of those questions and prepare this for the 2025 version of Music on the Go. Without further ado, let's switch to the overhead cam, shall we? Oh, right. You're looking for the magic.
What?
All right, first things first, we are going to grab our Amazon delivery because I got a back scratcher and I've been dying to get one and I just never pulled the trigger on it until now. I had one for like 3 years and then I lost it. But anyway, that's not important. We're going to make sure that we get the battery and whatever else comes in the box. And then we're going to grab some nitrile gloves because we don't want our greasy, sweaty, gamery hands to get all over this battery and ruin it. We're also going to get our iFixit pry tool that for some reason wasn't with the entire kit, which I will yell at myself later for. So inside the box, we get a plastic pry tool with 2 different ends. We get a metal of some material, wedge bar, pry bar, whatever you want to call that. And then a metal pick for like holding the iPod in place, the battery itself, of course, and a user manual that we're not going to use. Spoiler warning, I should have used it. But that's definitely not important now, and I'm not going to regret that decision later by any means at all whatsoever. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, so remember that user manual that I definitely said that I didn't need? Well, I needed it because in the user manual, it tells you, be very careful when entering a pry bar in between the crevices of the faceplate and the back shell, because you can damage your screen, and I definitely did, and I super regret being impatient with this. So I'm advising any of you watching this video, please take your time. It's not that deep. Just go slow, and eventually you will feel and hear the latches snap from the back and the front, and that's totally normal. I ended up reading the tutorial that was on iFixit's website, which I will also have linked in this description. Once you actually have the faceplate and the back apart, you'll be able to pull it with your hands. And then you'll get to the point where you can test the current battery, make sure that it actually still functions. And this is the part where I realized, oh shit, I've damaged my screen. So I'm going to let that sit for a minute and let the battery drain the rest of the way. And then what we're going to do, we're going to separate the battery itself from the adhesive. Now, I don't know how many years the adhesive has been sitting in here, so since the battery has already inflated, I don't want to damage it any further and potentially cause an explosion. So I'm going to use that plastic pry bar and slowly work around the edge of the battery to release it from the back plate. And once that part is done enough, I can use one of the plastic picks and absolutely destroy my gloves in the process. So I'm going to get those replaced here in a minute, but more importantly, I wanted to get the battery out, and my God, that thing's going to blow up any second. Anyways, we're going to take the adhesive backing off of the replacement battery, and honestly, this was just kind of a perfect fit. We'll just be able to drop it in where the old battery was at and make sure that any broken cables are out of the way and just kind of push it into place up against the locking mechanism of the iPod itself. Now, once you've done all that and ensured that all the parts are at least in the shell and questioned your life decisions up until this point, your final step is to look at the corner piece that I've pointed at here, because that's where the final cable actually connects to power the device. Your final step is to ensure that the device actually functions properly. Load up your favorite songs using iTunes, including Stream Beats, which is completely royalty free, and then play some Vortex, because that's nostalgia. Well, you know what they say. If you can't fix it in the first video, there's always room for round two. So maybe we'll do a shell replacement, install Rockbox, and a few other tweaks to actually make this iPod, well, worth carrying around. So thank you for joining me outside of my comfort zone, and thank you for choosing me as your friendly neighborhood doctor. Until the next one, stay tuned and stay rad.